Hi guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you my exact same color grading, how I graded this edit in After Effects. After I uploaded it on my YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, many of you asked me to share the grading process. So, let's get started. First let's apply the Lumetri color effect on the clip, and now before I even begin grading and changing anything, I will apply the LUT from DJI Osmo Pocket 3, reminding you that this car video was shot using Pocket 3 in a D-Log profile, so we are going to use the official DJI LUT which we can download for free from their official website. If you're shooting using Pocket 3 too, feel free to check this video description and download their LUT. Expand Creative, then on Look drop-down select Browse and upload the LUT. After the LUT is applied, I always set the sharpness to 30. This helps to keep the image quality high on Instagram and other social media, because when we upload videos there, the image quality is always compressed so heavily, so keeping the sharpness high helps to maintain as much detail as possible. Now we can close Creative since I'm not going to change anything else here and then expand Basic Correction. Note that I'm going to adjust the image exactly the same way I did in my latest edit, but don't copy the exact settings, they won't look the same on your video since the clips are different. I'll be changing everything and also explaining what each setting does so it's easier for you to understand. Let's begin with temperature. For this video I want slightly warmer colors, so I'll bump it up just a little. For the tint, I will set it to -3. Setting tint to negative value shifts colors towards green, which can give car footage a fresher, more natural look, especially if the original shot has too much magenta. Setting tint to positive value shifts colors towards magenta, which can give a more cinematic or sunset look but can make car paint look less natural if overdone. I will change the saturation to 80 to decrease it. In my case, the image looks a bit oversaturated and I always prefer keeping saturation lower for a more cinematic feel. I'll keep exposure at 0 because I'm happy with it, and next I will bump up contrast. Increasing contrast makes the bright areas brighter and the dark areas darker, which adds depth and punch to the image. Decreasing contrast makes the image flatter and softer, which can be good for a more dreamy or vintage look. Next let's decrease the highlights. Lowering highlights helps recover detail in bright areas like shiny car surfaces, chrome details or a bright sky, so they don't look blown out. I'll keep shadows at 0 because I like them as they are. Next I'll increase the whites. Increasing whites makes the brightest parts of the image pop more, enhancing reflections on the car's surface and adding a clean, crisp feel. I'll decrease the blacks a little here. Lowering blacks deepens the darkest areas, adding richness and contrast to tires, shadows under the car and overall depth in the scene. Now I'm done with basic correction and I like how the image looks. Let's expand curves. On the curve, I will create 3 points, one for shadows, one for midtones, and one for highlights. Let's begin with shadows. I will pull them down. Pulling down the shadow curve makes dark areas even darker, adding contrast and drama, especially in the road and under the car. Next I will pull up the midtones slightly. Raising midtones brightens the middle range of tones, which makes the car's paint, road, and surroundings look more balanced without blowing out highlights. Finally, I will pull down the highlights a little. This tones down overly bright areas, keeping details in shiny car surfaces and preventing glare from sunlight. Let's scroll down to hue versus saturation. Hue versus saturation lets us select a specific color and change how intense that color appears. Here, I'll grab the eyedropper tool and select the blue and then the yellow. Now I'll bump up blues and yellows slightly. Increasing blues can make the sky richer and more eye-catching. Increasing yellows can make trees, grass, and road warmer and more vibrant. I also forgot one main thing on the curves. Let's click on reds here. Now I'll pull down the red from its center just a little bit. This reduces the intensity of red tones, adding more green to the image. In a car video, this can make the scene look cleaner and less overly warm. Pulling it down too much will make the image look overly green and unnatural. Pulling it up too much will make the image overly warm and reddish, which can ruin the whole image, so make sure to make a slight change like this. For hue versus hue, I'll keep everything as default. Hue versus hue changes one color into another. For example, you can turn blue skies more teal or shift green grass towards yellow. Let's scroll down to color wheels. Here you will see shadows, midtones, and highlights. Color wheels allow you to tint specific brightness ranges. Making midtones colder shifts the overall look towards blue, giving a cooler mood. Making shadows colder adds a dramatic, moody feel in darker areas. Making highlights warmer keeps sunlight and reflections warm and inviting. In my case, I don't like the shadows, they become too cold and blue, so I'll make them a bit warmer. That looks better now. Finally, let's scroll to Vignette. Vignette darkens or lightens the edges of the frame to draw attention to the center. I'll decrease the amount a little. This darkens the edges and makes the viewer focus more on the car. I'll also decrease the midpoint. This pushes the vignette effect further towards the center, making it stronger around the car. Finally, I'll increase the feather to 100. This softens the vignette edges, so the darkening blends smoothly without harsh lines. That's it. Let me show you the before and after. This was my exact same color grading of my latest edit. I hope I explained it clearly and now you can grade your car clips with confidence. For the final touch, I added a glowing sky using the Deep Glow plugin, but I'll skip that here since I made a tutorial on it in a previous video. You'll find the link in the description. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like.